beneficiary. So last year, I will say, I had a picture of Anna Nicole Smith up on here, and nobody really found that funny. And I asked my husband, I was like, nobody laughed at this picture, and I don't understand. They're like, well, because she's dead. And, okay, so that was probably poor taste. So switch the picture out this year. So I know this is funny, but beneficiary is really, really super important, because that's going to be who receives your money or your assets or your benefits that are going to pay out in the unfortunate situation in which you die. Okay? And so you're going to have to put a beneficiary down when you enroll for life insurance policies, everything you will have to have, or if you've got, investments, you're going to have beneficiaries listed. How many of you already have a beneficiary on your something or another? So you've already designated one. Okay, great. Think long and hard about who this is. For those of you that have, really serious boyfriend or girlfriend, or even if you're at the, I have a ring on my finger stage, I would be cautious on putting them as your beneficiary. And I tell you this story because when I was in between my junior and senior years in college, did an internship. Yay, show off, did an internship. Did an internship at a huge corporation in their HR department. And had this mother come in one day. This is a very sad story. But had this mother come in one day just in tears because her son had died. And they were filing the paperwork and all of that, and found out that the beneficiary still listed on his account was his girlfriend from like 5 or 6 years ago. No longer together. It actually was a very terrible separation. Okay, but there's nothing that could be done. And there's actually a pretty good chunk of money that this ex-girlfriend was able to receive just because he made that decision. So I caution you to put your significant others on there unless it's like I do. Okay, then by all means put them on there. Children are good to have if you have children. I had my parents as my beneficiaries until I got married and had kids of my own. Okay. Any questions about beneficiaries? Great. So see how exciting this is? Okay. What do we got next? See, good. I'm glad you didn't notice. So dental insurance, it's pretty cut and dry. So this is what you're going to be paying on a monthly basis for your teeth, or for the upkeep of your teeth. So you don't have to pay for your teeth, but if you would like to have insurance that basically, pays for your cleanings, it helps you out if you got to get a root canal, or if you would like gold teeth, it's going to be less expensive for you. That's going to have a copay, it's going to have a premium, it's going to have a deductible, just like health insurance, and so that will come out of your monthly paycheck. It is, on a whole, very, very inexpensive for you to have dental insurance, and it is very, very expensive for you if you don't, and you have something that you need to take care of. Okay? So today I'm not going to tell you what to enroll in, but I will give you some strong suggestions. This is it. Okay, so start. Dental insurance, Amos. Okay. If you could use it. Optical insurance. So optical insurance, again, is for your eyes. How many of you have contacts or glasses that you see? Okay. So again, this is something that's very inexpensive for you on a monthly basis that will likely save you money if you have your monthly or your yearly eye exam. It usually covers that in full. Bless you, oh my goodness, bless you. And then it will cover portions of your contact lenses and your glasses. So all of this, none of it's black and white, cut and dry. So again, depending on the organization you work for and the types of coverage they've negotiated with providers will depend on what level and how much and all of those kinds of things. Okay? I had a question last year, which I thought was a good one, was does eye insurance cover laser eye correction procedures? And for the most part, no, because if they did, you would never have to pay for eye insurance again, and they would lose money. But a lot of times there are discounts available if you have eye insurance and you want the laser stuff done. Okay, any questions about, yes ma'am?
If we don't have any eye problems at all, should we just not? There's no reason to get.
I wouldn't. Because, so that's a really good question. And so my stance on that, again, this is my opinion, make your decisions. My stance on that is no, because if you go to like a Walmart and have your eye exam and you don't have insurance, it's pretty inexpensive. I forget what it is. But overall, it's pretty inexpensive. And so if you find out there, hey, you know, I'm probably going to likely down the road need some corrective types of materials, then you can sign up during open enrollment, which we'll go into in a minute, you know, that we'll go into later. So I think I pay like $7 a month for my eye insurance. And so for me, it's very inexpensive and it pays a lot for what I have to put in my eyeballs. But if I didn't have any eye problems, I probably wouldn't enroll.
You didn't have any eye problems, you signed up for your benefits and developed it later, so you should always go back and read that.
Yeah, so the question is, if you don't have eye insurance, or if you don't have eye problems, or you find out later you do, and you want to make changes to your benefits package, every organization is going to have what's called open enrollment. And depending on the organization, that's either going to be like November to January or June through July, okay? And what that is the designated one time of year that you can make changes to your benefits. So you cannot make changes during the year unless you have some life-altering situation, as in your spouse loses a job and so they'll need to come on your insurance, or you have a baby and they need to come on your insurance, or something along those lines, okay? But just general day-to-day living, you cannot make changes, all right? So it is important that you kind of predict as best you can for a year, and I know health and all that kind of business you can't really predict, so.
When you were talking about non-insurance
What is the basic eye exam? And the basic eye exam is, you know, the puff of air that's super, I mean, you like I have so much anxiety before you wait. And so it does that. I don't even know what that does, but so that, glaucoma, thank you. Okay, so it does the puff, and then you do the, you know, this one or this one, this one or this one, this one or this one. Yeah, I don't think they dilate them. But I don't really know where they check for cancer or how that is. So you may ask your nearest Walmart, your neighborhood person, what that consists of. Very good question.